look so handsome today? Well, not me, but my avatar is. And the reason why I changed my looks, guys, is because we just recently uploaded our second UGC. And that's courtesy of Ultimus. You know, that Ultimus who actually created our Naked Kusan on Ulcer Tower Defense. And yes, look at my bag. Hey, after 70 plus runs, I finally got the orb. I'm not really sure, guys, if I'm just really unlucky this update, or probably the orb was just really that rare, because it really sucks if things are all about RNG. Anyway, guys, we will now be able to unleash the full power and full potential of Demon of Emotion, aka Hantengu, here on Ulcer Tower Defense. So what are you guys waiting for? I'm actually so excited, and I just wanted to know if I just actually wasted my time. Anyway, let's go. We're gonna do everything, guys, on extreme mode. This is not gonna be like very serious run. As you guys can see, our loadout is not even like completed. You know what I'm saying? We will be using Merlin so that, you know, we can buff his range. Meliodas to start the run, and at the same time to get like 20% additional money boost. Because if I'm not mistaken, guys, according to the wiki, he will actually cost almost 14 million. But anyway, guys, let me know down in the comment section below. I hope that you guys would not lie in the comment section. But yeah, comment it down in the comment section below if you have already dropped Hantengu's orb, because I'm not gonna lie, guys, I know some people in our Discord server who actually dropped the orb already, but sadly they don't have Hantengu. But anyway, I'll just farm, guys, and I'll be right back. There are actually some reminders that some of my Snow Squad gave me before I actually went inside, and one of it is do not place your Hantengu here, because later on, guys, once he already spawned his dragons, like one of his or some of his dragons will actually be inside of this tree, and it would not allow you to kind of like click your unit, which is actually annoying because this is the meta placement for it to be like literally at the middle. But that's okay, guys. We actually brought Merlin, and let's now start upgrading our Hantengu. I think that you guys have already seen this on the part 1 of my showcase video here. I'm not gonna be talking about the stats, guys, because it would really be so confusing, I'm telling you. But don't worry, guys, Editing Snow got you. All right, Editing Snow will show you everything that you need in terms of, you know, the stats, you know, like the priority, everything, guys, everything. But for the meantime, let me just upgrade everything. I think by this time you should have already known that almost all of the emotions of Hantengu actually got like different enchants and at the same time different effect. Need to max other emotion? Oh my god. Okay, well, it is now starting. Wait. Oh, I'm missing the bleeder. All right, there you go. So after you max out everything, guys, the game will now allow you to use Upper Fusion, which will also give you this kind of cutscene. Here we go. And it's now about time for your Hantengu to actually summon all of these dragons. So Hantengu will actually start with 1 dragon. And if we're going to upgrade him, there you go. Oh, no. This is the upgrade system for dragon. Oh my god. This is the reason why, guys. Don't get me wrong. Hantengu is such a cool unit to have, but it's just really annoying to upgrade. By the way, guys, upon upgrading your Hantengu, as you guys can see, he's now going to summon his dragons 1 by 1. And yeah, if you do not have the orb, guys, you will actually have this. Need orb to unlock special, and even though you will be able to get like infinite karma, you would not be able to use it if you do not have the orb. The orb will give you not only the ability to use this infinite karma manual ability, but also the price itself. So he's gonna be 5 million cheaper, or around 4 million, something like that. So my Snow Squad actually told me to just click on their head, but yeah, there's also gonna be kind of like a timing that you sometimes you can click it, sometimes you cannot. All right, this is what I'm talking about earlier, guys. So this dragon, the sound dragon, can slow units. It can also hit air, but it has an AoE of first, so that means it's only gonna be a single target unit. But don't worry, guys, we're not gonna get the infinite karma. There we go. And yep, the madness will continue. This dragon is always acting up like this. So in total, guys, you will have like 8 dragons. Editing Snow will show you guys all of the things that you need to see on this unit, because it's just really confusing, guys, if we're gonna do it right now. Okay, my turn. Let's now start off with the very first dragon. Tree dragon will be kind of like bobblehead. As you guys can see, without any buff, it's gonna give you a damage of 49.4k. SPA will be blazing fast, 0.1 seconds. Range will be 120. but it cannot hit air and it's not doing anything special. It doesn't bleed, it doesn't have any effect at all. It has a holy enchant, but I don't think the enchant would actually matter because, I mean, pretty sure you will only be able to use Hantengu either on Gauntlet mode or maybe on Infinite mode. But anyway, guys, together with the buff, this dragon's damage will be increased to 173,000, and of course, its range will be 144, which is already more than enough to actually cover the entire food map. Going on to the next dragon, we have here the Rage Dragon with the Water Enchant, 1.97 million damage without any buff, 5 SPA, range will be 100, and as you guys can see, this time, this dragon will be able to hit air. Keep in mind, guys, that the previous dragon was a single target unit, and I think that all of the dragons here will actually have a single target unit, which really sucks and which also kind of like confusing why, but it is what it is, guys. It doesn't also do any effect, so yep, together with the buff, its damage will actually become 6.89 million, range will be 120, which is only good enough to actually cover the entire food map. Third dragon will be the Wind Dragon. As you guys can see, the damage will be 1.82 million. Its SPA will be 5 seconds. Another dragon that cannot hit air unit, unfortunately, but its range will be at 120. It has a nature enchant, which again doesn't really matter, but together with the buff, its damage will be at 6.37 million. Range will be 144, which is kind of like a different version of the previous stats that we've seen, but you know, it's kind of like a mix and match this time. On to our fourth dragon, Tear Leaf Dragon will be up 3.73 million damage. As you guys can see, look at this, Rupture. So this dragon deals Rupture, but its SPA will be 8 seconds, and also its range will be doo-doo, which is only 90. Again, guys, this dragon is also going to be a single target unit only, so even though it has a Rupture, given that its SPA will be 8 and also its range will be 90, I don't think that this dragon is actually going to deal a lot of damage, but of course, it's probably situational. But anyway, together with the buff, its damage will increase to 13 million. Again, he's dealing Rupture, guys, so it's not only going to be 13 million, 8 SPA by the way, and its new range together with the buff will be 108. On to our fifth dragon, we got here Tear Dragon. So earlier, it was a dragon that can deal Rupture, but this time, it's going to be a bleeding damage. So damage will be 3.11 without any buff. SPA will be 9 seconds, which is meh. Range is also 90, which is really short. And just like the other dragons, guys, it's only going to be a single target dragon. But together with the buff, it's going to be 10.9 million together with the bleed, and its new range will be 108. And for our sixth dragon, we got here the Lightning Dragon. This time, it cannot hit air again, and also there's no elemental damage, no bleeding, no burning whatsoever, but the damage will be 2.01 million. SPA will be 5 seconds, range will be 100, and this is still gonna be a single target unit. As you guys can see, it has Fire Enchant, which again doesn't really matter, but together with the buff, its damage will be 7.06 million, 5 seconds SPA, range will be 120, which is only good enough to cover the entire food map, given if you will put your Hantengu right at the middle. On to our second to the last dragon. This is kind of interesting because look at this, guys. It can slow the units, but again, like what I told you guys, all of the dragons here will only be single targets, so it's kind of like a useless slow. I'm not really sure if it's only a visual bug that they're only like literally single target, but anyway, the damage will be 4.06 million without any buff, 9 SPA, range will be 110, and it will also carry the Electric Enchant. Together with the buff, it will be 14.2 million. So it's kind of obvious and also understandable that this dragon can only hit 1 unit at a time. But yeah, with the SPA of 9 and also the fact that it's only a single target unit, the slow effect will definitely be just wasted, but at least its range will be 132, which is more than enough to cover the entire food map. Last but not the least, we have here another slowing dragon. So this time, guys, this slowing dragon would be able to hit air. But then again, guys, like what I told you, when I checked it, it is a single target dragon only. So it doesn't really matter if it can slow or not. Well, technically it can slow, but the fact that it can only hit like literally 1 unit at a time, unless you will set your Hantengu to strongest, then most likely, guys, you would not even feel that you actually have a unit that deals slowing effect. But anyway, SPA will be 8 seconds as well, which is actually even worse compared to to Blackbeard, and its range will be 120 without any buff. And speaking of buff, together with the buff, this will be its damage. It's gonna be 8.02 million, and the range will be 144, which is obviously big enough to cover the entire food map. It will also have the fire enchant. So yeah, it's really gonna be tricky to actually know his pure DPS because his Hantengu body got like semi AoE count, kind of like Sasuke, but his dragons got like different ranges, got like different SPA, and also got different damage. So that's the reason why it's probably much better to not even compute it at all. It is confusing, right? It's confusing as heck. Let's actually try to pick one of the dragons. Okay, so the sound dragon will be able to slow them down, but only gonna be a single target unit. Look at that, guys. It doesn't have any cones. I believe that all of the dragons got like single target. Yeah, all of the dragons actually got like single target. The only difference is, yeah, probably Hantengu himself. Hantengu himself can actually reach what? Wait, 6 million? Yeah, 6 million.37. Oh my god, it's it's so confusing. Look, actually, yeah, this one. Oh no. Yeah, this one. All right, so this is already buffed, I guess. Stats, manual buff 250%, as you guys can see. So 3.59 million damage. He's not bleeding, he's not doing anything, guys. Only gonna be his dragon that actually gives something good. And since this unit got his own orb, we cannot really make his range a little bit more bigger. So yep, pretty doo-doo for a unit that has like an orb behind RNG, I'm not gonna lie, but still gonna be a fun unit to get nonetheless. But yeah, like what I told you guys, our placement sucks just because of the fact that we're trying to avoid hitting this tree, but we can just blame it on Hantengu himself for having like a lot of dragons that you need to click and also to upgrade, like 8 of them, guys, 8 of them. But look at this, guys, like single target, they're actually melting them at single target. I don't think the placing Meliodas will help us here, but yeah, this is not about Meliodas. I just wanted to kind of like test his full potential, but yep. I guess getting wave number 80 and also 46+ billion damage is already good enough for only using him.